Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of wasps' nests. That's hard to say. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of wasp nests in eaves. Wasps nests. I'll never be able to say that, so that'll have to do. If you live out in the country, you for sure have, no. If you got a place out in the country, or if you're thinking about moving out to the country, chances are pretty good that you have wasps' nests. Yeah, wasps' nests is pretty hard to say. You probably have wasps in your eaves. I haven't gone around and checked yet, but I'm gonna guess we probably have maybe 10. Let me see, we have our good sized one right there, and it's full of babies. You gotta look from both sides. All right, there's a big one right there and a medium right next to it, so there's 3 up there. Now let me look from this side. Oh, not bad. All right, so I guess it's only the 3 up here. Those are, oh, maybe 25 feet up. We have 9-foot ceilings, so 9, 18, I think it's about 25 right to the peak, so they're in the 24, 25 foot range. Plus, we're on a little bit of an angle, so to get them knocked out of there, we need something right around 30 feet long. Let's see what we got in the back. Okay, we're on our way to the back, but I'm not sure how well it's going to show. Oh, there's 2 right there, and there's 3 of them right here, and another one right there. So, walking along, that is a barn swallow nest right there. Another one right there, another one right there, 2 right there, and that's either 1 or 2 right there. Alright, back here I'm going to have to go up on the roof. We got a flat roof here because I can't see up to the peak in the sun. Well, let me try the other side. Okay, it's very windy and noisy because of the AC here, but I can see 2 down there, or 3, one very big one, and it looks like 2 massive ones. There's a whole bunch back here. And along this side of the house, we probably have as many of them little nests right under here as we did on the other side. And I forgot to look up on that roof. There's a big one there and another one right there and a massive one down at the end. Oh, there's 3 massive ones down at the end. 1, 2 little ones right here. And nothing on this side. Oh, well, yeah, there is. There's a big one back there. So this is going to be a whole lot more difficult than I thought, but I have the exact right tool for the job, and we'll go get it out of the shed. All right, here it is. Now, when I first got this, I did a bunch of research on it. There wasn't a huge amount of these on the internet at the time. I got this, oh, that would be 9 years ago. When we first built the house here, the very next year we had a ton of hornet nests, and I tried going up on a ladder up to the peaks, and I would go on one side and then take the hornet spray and spray the other side and then rush down the ladder. Not exactly the safest thing to do, but it actually worked. But the hornets came back and reused their old nests, and it doesn't kill the little grubs that are already in the nest. I just watched a video on it, and they were showing them poking them down the day after they sprayed, and all the little grubs were still alive. So I got this. These are expensive. I'll put a link to it in the description or in a pinned post. But this one right here, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, and this one goes to 30 feet. It's nice and big around. If you get anything skinnier than this, they're just going to wobble like crazy, especially if you're going up 30 feet. Even if your eaves aren't 30 feet up, I mean 30 feet is its max, you would have to be standing directly below it at 30 feet. This is 25, so I can be at a slight angle, poke the nest. The nest is going to fall, and some of the hornets that are on the nest will actually probably make it to the ground. But for the most part, they're all confused. I've never been stung doing this except on the little barn over here, and I wasn't using this. I was just using a little piece of stick, and I poked the nest. I was probably only 6 feet away. They spotted me, swarmed me, and I got stung behind the ear. That was very unpleasant. Now, I just used this for most of the nests, or all of the nests really. I can see I got one right in there. So once I'm done with the house, I got to go to the barn, check that for nests, knock any out of there. I got to go around the shed here, and then we have 2 containers and the run-in. The run-in, I killed, what was it, 6 or 7 nests yesterday. I got to go in there and knock those out. The nests in there are easy to spray because it's not that far away, and the horses needed to go in there last night, so I just sprayed them. There's probably still some alive. I got to knock the nests out, and then you step on the nests, and that's it for them. But there's one place on the house that I can't reach. That's on the dormers where they go way up. This will not reach that. So I actually have to move the car. I'm going to have to put a ladder up onto the roof, climb that with this stick, and then poke those out. And then they want to roll down the roof towards you. But I've done it before, and they just rolled right off the roof and didn't bother me. I just do it a little bit to the side. This is not for the faint of heart, but if you don't get rid of the nest, they'll just keep getting bigger and bigger every year until you have a huge mess. So let's get started and poke some nests. Okay, I'm all set to go. I'm going to extend the pole in a second. But for right now, I think I'm going to go along this eave right here and then do the other side, get all the lower ones. That'll give me a little bit of practice, and then I'll extend that and then go up into the upper areas after I'm done with that. So let's get that one right up there, and then all of these. Okay, there's 3 up here. Hopefully I can see them. Or is it? Okay, there it is. Alright, when I was poking that last one, they were swarming all over the camera, but the camera was kind of making the top of the pole too heavy. I could probably pull that part back and just use the beefier sections, but you can see that the hornets or wasps, whatever they are, they're still buzzing all over the place. There is 2 nests up there. I think I'm going to poke down them high ones right away so I can move to the back side of the house. The sun is going to be right in my eyes any minute now, so I got to kind of hurry up. Alright, here's one of the nests that I knocked down. You can see it's got all these filled cells, and you got to step on it to kill those as well. Here's another one. That one I got pretty damaged up there. Looks like this is one. No, that's a rock. It's so windy out here, they blew. There's one right there. One right there. I'm going to have to go around the house and find all these and step on them. But so far so good. I think I have one more to do here. Let me take a look real quick. I got those 2 big ones up towards the top. I could see there's one right there and there's one right there. I can get both of those from this side. See, when you're poking these things, they associate the damage to the tip of that pole, and they were swarming on the camera as well when I had a camera on there. But when I set this down, there was probably maybe a half a dozen of them right around the green part, and then after a short while they just fly away, and they don't associate you with messing with the nest. At least that's my experience so far, and I've been doing this now for 8 years. So I'm going to get those 2, and I think, oh, there's a real big one right there. Okay, that'll be fun. Alright, I'll put the camera back on for that one. Let me get these 2 high ones first, and then I'll come back and get this one. Okay, that was quite the big nest. I smushed it. You could see all the grubs in there. Those were about to be hornets. Hornets no more. Yeah, they just swarm on the end for a little while, and if I have a camera on there, they swarm on that for just a bit, and then they take off, and they're really no threat to you. Right now, you can see, well, maybe you can't. Oh, there's one right there. They're wandering around in a daze looking for their nest, and then after a little bit they'll just give up and make one somewhere else. They may try to make one right back where it was, but it'll take them a long time, and I'll poke it out again if they do. So I'm gonna head around back. I have the front done, and this eave right here. I did not check under the porch. I'll check that as well. But this back is going to be kind of difficult. I got to go up on the roof to do it. And then these, yeah, with that sun right there, it's really hard. These, I can't really see that well, except for, I could see one right there. But on this side, I can't see up these sides if there's a nest up there or not, because I just get a bunch of glare on my glasses. Yeah, and on this side I'm just getting the sun. So once I put a ladder up to here, I'll be able to see a lot better. And these are a little bit more difficult, but if you're not in the way of the nest dropping down and rolling off the roof, you're just fine. So let me get started on this stuff. Alright, I was just going to put the camera on the pole again, and I noticed this. It's one that I missed, didn't step on it yet. You can see all the different colors of pollen. This one has mostly pollen. There's a couple of grubs in here. I think that's one right there. But I think these are mostly filled with pollen. Could be mistaken, but at any rate, it's getting smooshed. Yeah, that's all pollen. Okay, let's get the camera back on the pole and go poke some more nests. Okay, that's it for the two sides and the front. Now I got to get the gable in the back, and I'm going to have to do that from the roof, and I got to do both these sides from the roof. And I could see from here that these two nests are really big, and then there's a medium-sized one right there, small one right there, and a real big one at the end of this one. At least one. That's all I can really see right now. So I'm going to need to move the cars out of the way, get the long ladder, and I'm going to lay the ladder like flat on the roof so I can get up and down it real quick. And this will be pretty interesting. Okay, got the car moved, got the ladder set up. Now I just got to get up there and poke those nests. Look at all those hornets that would have been flying around here. There's the other one. A ton in that one too. All gone. Hornet juice. Alright, now let's get this side. Okay, I moved this camera mount back, and there is, I believe there's 3 up here, 2 big ones and then one out in the front. So you're going to get some up close footage of this. Should be interesting. Alright, I'm going to have to do it without the camera. It's just flexing too much and bouncing with the camera on there. I'm going to move the ladder a little bit this way, and I'm going to try it again. Okay, this is what I just got off. These appear to be inactive. These have, oh, you can see one coming out right there. Gonna have to kill it. All right. All gone. All right, I'm up on our flat roof here. This is our addition. I'll link to the videos for this. This was kind of a cool build. I built this last year. But last year, before I started building this, I poked all of the nests out of here. And then as the year progressed, I was working up here so I could just poke the tiny little things that they were building out. But now they've had a whole summer to work on stuff, and there's quite a few of them. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that or not, but there's one right there. There's two there. There's two there. There's a couple in the gap in the peak. There's a very big one right there, and a not so active one right next to it, and then there's a couple down this way. But it's really hard to see. The sun is just over the edge right there, and I'm getting a ton of glare. So I'm gonna wait until after lunch, and then I will see you then. Okay, I'm ready to poke these, and I brought some of this along just because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get into that center part or not. I believe I can, but I'll use this if I can't. So there's a bunch of them here. Let's get poking them. Okay, I got a bunch of them down. All that's left is what's up in the crack up there, and that I'm going to get with spray. Well, this spray wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. 27-foot jet, and that is about maybe 12, 13 feet up. I guess this stuff's probably old. It's been sitting around for a while. But I think I got them. All right, now I got stuff on the other buildings. Okay, I'm in the run-in in the North Dry Lot. I sprayed these nests yesterday. There's a whole bunch of them. There's two here. There's one underneath there. There's one underneath on the other side, and a really big one there, and one there, and the vast majority of these have been sprayed. There might be one that I didn't spray, but I'll watch out for that. So now I just got to poke these nests out of here so they don't start reusing it. You could see they're going back towards that nest. They will start reusing it after a while, so it's best to get the nests out of there. Okay, that's about it. Now, I have a few more. Whoa, they're all over the place. I have a few more places to look. I have the barn over there, the upper corners on the containers. We have two containers. I know there's a nest in one of the corners, but I usually just spray those. And I gotta look. The shed is clear, and the shelter behind the shed I believe is clear, but I'm gonna go check that anyways. I'm trying to stay in here to get out of the wind. But you don't need to see any of that stuff. You probably get the gist. So I don't know if you can make something that's about 30 feet long, but I've had to adjust this a bunch of times. So an adjustable pole like this is pretty much a necessity. And these are for window washing and limb cutting and stuff like that. A bunch of different attachments go on that end right there. It's threaded. So it's a multi-purpose tool. So if you want to see more modern homesteading tips from Planet Mojo, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you give the video a like and or share it, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.